Good evening, and we are back in New York tonight, back from our interview with the president in Arizona, his first major trip out into the country in nearly 2 months. And he acknowledged to us in this next chapter, lives could be at risk as parts of the country begin to reopen. And tonight, the president now reversing course on his coronavirus task force. He's also answering questions about why he didn't have a mask on while touring that factory near the workers. All of this as Governor Cuomo here in New York is warning of a dangerous condition now being seen in children. More than 60 cases in New York alone. We've been reporting on this with our team overseas, first seen in the UK. Doctors there sending out warnings more than a week ago. And tonight we mark the lives lost in this country as we always do. The toll now rising above 72,000 lives, 2,000 more lost since just yesterday. And this evening, we took note of 2 graphs from the New York Times showing how the threat is now shifting. This one showing the number of cases each day appearing to plateau and then start to come down. But look what happens when you take out the area around New York City. The arc keeps going up, indicating that this is now moving across the country into other areas. And tonight, this is the map from FEMA showing the newest red zones, including rising concern in many rural counties in our country. Tonight, 38 states have already eased restrictions, even as 19 of those states see cases on the rise. So we're going to get to it all for you tonight, and we're going to begin here with that growing concern for children and what parents should now be aware of across this country. ABC's Stephanie Ramos leading us off.
Tonight, an urgent warning about a rare and dangerous condition in children that could be related to the coronavirus. This is 8-year-old Jaden Hardawar. The New York Times is reporting he was rushed to the hospital suffering from a mysterious illness appearing to be related to COVID-19. Jaden's brother, a Boy Scout, keeping him alive, giving him CPR before help arrived. He arrived at the hospital near death.
We are seeing kids who are presenting with a shock-like syndrome.
New York State tonight reporting an alarming jump in cases. At least 64 children affected by what's being called pediatric multi-system inflammatory syndrome. 15 cases in New York City. New York Governor Andrew Cuomo ordering doctors and hospitals to be on the lookout for any cases. Doctors in the UK first sounded the alarm last month. Since then, doctors say more cases have emerged in U.S. cities, including D.C., Atlanta, and Detroit.
The thing that is happening in these same communities where there's been a great deal of COVID-19 activity is that children are being diagnosed with a cardiovascular collapse requiring intensive care admission.
Doctors say children usually under the age of 5 first show symptoms, including fever, rash, eye irritation, swollen lymph nodes, and stomach illness, similar to a rare condition called Kawasaki disease, which causes the inflammation of blood vessels and can lead to heart problems.
Kawasaki disease is important because it affects the heart, and without treatment, it can be very dangerous to the heart.
Last week, we introduced you to this 12-year-old girl in Louisiana who survived COVID-19 after suffering heart failure.
I never thought I would have to see my child go through anything like that.
Experts say the majority of children who do get sick with COVID-19 experience mild symptoms and most recover. President Trump says that's why he would like to see schools reopen in most of the country.
You see how well children seem to do. It's incredible. We realize how strong children are, right? Their immune system is maybe a little bit different. Maybe it's just a little bit stronger, or maybe it's a lot stronger, right? Could be a lot stronger.
Children have been faring better than the rest of the population, but this new concern tonight, and Stephanie Ramos joins us from New York. Stephanie, this condition now being seen, of course, as you're reporting in parts of this country, obviously alarming for parents. And I know a lot of doctors are urging vigilance, what's to watch out for.
That's exactly right, David. This is a very serious syndrome, but adults can detect it early because the symptoms are so visual. Doctors say many parents may be afraid to take their child to the emergency room or pediatrician's office because they don't want to catch the coronavirus. But doctors say Kawasaki disease is treatable, but you must catch it early. David.
And that is a concern, the worry about catching it if you go to get help, but they're saying get help if you see the symptoms. Stephanie, thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.